What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Hermit FTB. Oh yeah, baby. I wanted to start off just letting you guys know I was having some computer problems, and I lost actually about an hour of footage, close to 2 full episodes. I know. Now, it's not the end of the world because I was mainly attempting to do building in those episodes, but today will actually kind of come the fun part. Let me kind of show you what I've been doing. I know I showed in the last episode, and by the way, we're finally freaking caught up. I know we had all the Hydra fights and the Wither fights, and some of that was actually kind of older footage anyway. So I'm kind of happy to, finally be where I should be in real time in videos. But, yeah, I'm just going to nonchalantly make not 1, but 2 stacks of iridium. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's great. Anyway, yeah, we are rich with jelly beans. You matter. Let me kind of take in here. I'm still working on the entrance. But, oh, baby, look at this. I had Corrales come over. He gave me a couple of tips and actually helped me out before this was one long room. And it's still under construction. I haven't done, think of the white as being just like a white blank sheet of paper. I still got to draw it in. He was suggesting that I did these 3 different colors, although I kind of like it. It might be a little much for me. You can see I ended off right here. It's helping me give some texture. But anyway, I have kind of a template built for where I want most of the machines. And this is going to be our main machine headquarters. Not too much automation, but just sort of, get out of that cramped little spot. But I'm liking how it's coming together. I think it's pretty cool. And today we're going to finally install the power. Install the machines. Got some new stuff going on too. Just set out where I want it. But let me sort of show you what I'd like to do. So when we first come in, over here we're going to have a pathway that's going to come around. And I got to build the path here. Ooh, that's weird how it's bouncing around. And this will come into this other room. And originally this other room was going to be our main area. But it was just getting a little too big for me to really work with. So instead, I decided to go here, which is a more central area. So you'd come around, and you can either go out into our little valley, or here we'll have something eventually there. Over to the left, I haven't dug this out yet, but this is going to take us downstairs and down to the wire room and whatever else that we want to add. Over here, this is going to be sort of our main basic machine room where I want to put the macerator, the electric furnace, the compressor, and the extractor. In fact, why don't we get those thrown in right now? I've already done a bit of testing with them, and these are going to be running off of medium voltage and have close to, if not for sure, at least 8 overclockers in each one. And right here, you just put whatever you want in the barrel, then it will suck it right out. Using the, let's see if I can say it right this time, Artarchic, I think it is. I don't know. Hypno keeps telling me. I guess he found out, oh crap, the correct way to pronounce it. That's not good. Let's get our advanced lap pack on. Get out of there. Bouncing around. Look at you trying to have a fun old time. Okay, let's see if we can do it for real this time. Okay, so that's the macerator. And there's no power into it yet. Now, so when I put anything into this top thing, see if we can do this. It's going to go. Is this set? Okay, there's no power in there. So it's not going to work yet. So once we have power, we'll test it out. But that's going to be our macerator. And let's get this all done up. Going to put in 1 transformer, and what this does right here, here's our recipe for it. It's going to put it in so that we can use medium voltage into the machine instead of low. If we did 2 of these, I believe it would put us to high voltage, but medium voltage is good enough. I'm going to try and run this entire place off of the 2048 E.U. Now this guy we're actually doing a crap ton, 12 overclockers, but that's why I have the settings so that when it has some energy, it's going to pulsate. It's going to do the pulsar. And then this guy over here, we're going to set to, oh, it was already done. Oh, so many. Okay, so we want redstone signal off and then energy pulsar. So then it will pull out, and you have to pull out of the side of the machines, and it will pull out. So the top loads in right here, and then out of the side is where it pulls out. And then it's going to go down into the barrel. Then we're going to use those cool facades, and we're going to be able to hide away all the piping. So let's go ahead. Let's just throw all these in real quick. So next is our electric furnace, which will go here. And it's really important. Got to remember to put in these transformer upgrades. Otherwise, we could be screwed. They'd explode. All right, next this is the compressor. Good. And again, just want the basic machines here. There's absolutely no need, since we have it kind of a little bit automated. You don't need the induction. You don't need the rotary macerator. And these are so overclocked, all of them. I spent a while building overclockers. They go pretty dang fast. So let's throw these in. Freaking Hypno keeps on putting the recyclers by mistake, I think, in the or in the, he'll shift click like this and into one of the scrap or recycler things and turn it into scrap or something like that. I think he said. I don't know if he's just teasing me, but I hate building these overclockers. They're a pain in the neck. All right, so actually we have over 8. We have 10 to 12 in each machine, but that's cool. So we're all set there. Just need to add power. In fact, this I think I already put some power into. Cool. We might as well hook it up and we can test her out. Let's see, do I have any wire? Come here, wire. There we go. So right here I have going into, oh, yep, that's right. So we're going to have another wire coming up going into this MFSU, and then it's shooting out to the side, and this is a medium voltage transformer. It'll go up and it hits the back of each of the machines. So what can we do to test that? I guess, why don't we do some cobble? So you just double click on the barrel. And give it a moment. Boom. And it goes in. And for this one, just so that it wouldn't go in too fast, I have it set so if it loses the power all the way, it will stop sending it. But it seems to be pretty good. I probably could set it just to pulse normal. And that's actually part of the reason I put in so many overclockers, so it would purposely suck out the power. Then it goes down into the barrel, all set. And then we have the iron pipe so that it comes down, and then it can't go back, it can't go up, so it has to go there. If it were to go up, it would go into this little bottom slot there. And I'm not even sure. I think that might be for batteries. Not really sure. All right. Now let's try our electric furnace. Man, the thing goes so fast. Goes right out the bottom. I'm sucking out that power. All right. So anyway, a couple of other cool things that I built. Now I did this in an episode. If I have any of the footage, I might try and edit it in, but I probably don't. So we have, of course, we've already had our industrial electrolyzers, and those I'm thinking of doing right here. There's no need to have these little platforms. That was just kind of like looks and to possibly match up with the other side. So the industrial electrolyzers will go there. I did have, we have 2 blast furnaces now. We only had 1 before. I did originally have them right here. I had something in the middle, and then I had the other one, and I didn't like how that looked. So we got to kind of figure out today where we want to put it. The problem with the blast furnace, as you remember, it's like 4 tall and 3 wide, 3 by 3 by 4. So it's a little obnoxious. We may end up putting them right here and here, or else I might do one across from each other. They're so slow, I might actually build 4 and just have this whole wall as those. But we're going to do that today. I'll probably do that off camera because we've already done blast furnace. I built the Industrial grinder, baby. And this is one of the coolest machines. I did test it out a little bit. And yeah, I really wish that I built this earlier, and I'll show you why. But that's going to go right in the center of the room, and it's kind of weird because for the industrial grinder, the way that it's built, it ends up looking, let's see, we'll do it right here. And it's just like using the casing, just mostly standard, and then I think it's 8 reinforced. It ends up looking like this. You have one open in the middle, which you put water. And it ends up just being 3 by 3 by 3. Now the weird part about this is, you know, you don't put, you know, for the blast furnace, it would be one higher and you'd put the machine right there at the bottom. And I'm kind of iffy about Greg Tech. Like, just the fact, I really don't like how their machines aren't symmetrical. It just bugs me. You know, over here we have the implosion compressor, which I have sunk into the floor. The implosion compressor looks just like this, but then its little thingamabobber is right there on top, which is another thing which is annoying. But this particular guy, and that's why I had, just so that these could all match with those, that's why I put the platforms to match with the implosion compressor. This guy is even odder. Goes right like this. So that's why I built 4 of them. It's one of the few machines that can share the machine casing. I really wish the blast furnace could. But this is what I did. I sunk it into the floor, so it's actually going 2 lower, like that. And then that middle one's right there, and then we'll have the wiring go across. So that will end up working out. And then might as well show you this little area. So this is going to be this. And we have right here the 512 being split into the 128s. Can split into 4 of them to power the whole thing. So this whole system is off of the 512. These other machines back here come off of this. This is those other guys that I just showed you. The MFSU comes down, the wire wraps around, really long wire, so I'm going to have to count how many that is. It might be losing a little bit of voltage, but that comes out to right here. Then the 4, the industrial electrolyzers are off of this circuit. So far we've used 3 MFSUs. We're going to use 1 more, and that's going to power the blast furnace and or any other low voltage stuff I might want to use. Ooh. Now, you may be asking, how are we going to split to all these different 512s? Thus far, the best that we have are MFSUs. Well, I did finally build, and oh man, I think it's probably the most expensive thing that I've built so far. I broke down and I did it. I've been wanting it. Adjustable Energy Storage Unit, otherwise known as AESU. Let's look at the recipe for this real quick. Got to make a GregTech computer cube, which in itself, what the heck are these things? Energy flow circuits. Got to have 2 of those, and then 2 of the data orb things. These guys, the computer monitors, they don't cost much. It's just aluminum and different dyes. But yeah, these guys here, if you do an iridium plate, which is 4 iridium, it will give you out 4 of them. Then also tungsten, 2 lapitrons, or you can use a platinum or shiny ingot. And yeah, so I ended up going this way, although I wish I did it this way. This is, to me, just how easy it is to get platinum now, the way I would go. Now, in addition to that, you need these data orbs, which these are all diamond Artarchic gates, or these things which use emeralds, and then another iridium plate or platinum. So yeah, this was a pain in the butt to make. Now, if you thought that was bad already, look at what each one of these are. Bam. So I'd use a full stack of Lapitron crystals and an iridium plate. So that's 8 more iridium plates on top of what the computer cube was, plus a stack of Lapitron crystals. Yeah, ridiculous. But this guy can take in now 2048, which is the, I'm not sure what you should call it, the high voltage or the extreme voltage, maybe it's called. And it says 32 EU per tick out. However, you can actually bring it up to send out that 2048 voltage. So very cool machine. And what I'm going to be using as my main power supply to power this entire place, all these machines, and they'll all split off of that. I wanted to, just to keep it in line with that, I was thinking of doing it right here. So let's dig this out. See where this ends up. Ooh, that's not bad, just on the fly. Okay, so this is where the main power supply is going to come out. So let's put this sucker down. And then we'll have to play around with some of the wiring. I'll do most of the wiring off camera. After seeing last time, it was pretty boring. And I love how it has the 3 out. So let's just turn this upside down quickly. Alright, now it should be facing upside down. Sweet. And then what we're going to do, and we have to figure out today, is how we're going to wire this. It's going to come in straight through with all the solar panels. And then we're going to have to figure out a way to hide that wire. But I guess for now, just to remind us, let's throw a few of the wires. Oop. Alright, so that's good. So we're going to have to figure out a way to hide that. Now, let me just show you a little bit about this thing. So it's a really nice screen. I really like to see it shows you your full inventory. So if I want to power, whoa. Oop, I guess, okay, there we go. You can just pull your stuff straight out of there. It can hold up to, what is that, 100,000 or 100,000, 100 million thousand. 100 million. Okay, yeah, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. It's 100 million. So that's, what, 10 MFSUs? And then right here, we can switch up the voltage so we can, say, put out higher, and you can adjust it to exactly what you want. And we're going to have it at its highest, which is going to be the 2048 out. So let's put this back down. For now, we don't want to blow anything up. And this will be cool because we can run up to it and interact with it with any of our stuff. And this would be, of course, I believe, for batteries or anything like that. Lapotron crystals, if you want to charge those up. So let's knock this down. Cool. So that's going to be the main part. Now I'm also going to split this power line off. And I think over here, at least for now, eventually this will be its own room. But I'm going to move the matter fabricator right here and do that same setup I did with these other guys. So anyway, let's see. I guess let's first get this going because I wanted to show you this. This is kind of the most important thing for the episode. So this guy again, going back to the industrial grinder. Throw one water source in there. Now this guy was giving me problems before. And that is mostly because you gotta aim the thingamabobbers. I'll show you what I mean by thingamabobbers. Let's see. Alright. So let's get back up here. Every GregTech machine, if you haven't noticed, or most everyone, they have this little face here and it has a little dot. Okay, if the dot's green, I believe that means it's getting power. And if it's red, it's not getting power. So let me just show you. Okay, so if I set this down right here, see it's red right there? Now this one you can actually, I didn't know that you're able to face it in different directions, but I've got to make sure that that dot is facing away from the machine. And it should be fine if I just set it all around like this. And again, this was 8 reinforced and then I believe 16 standard machine casing. So that should be good. And then the power, I have going from the bottom. Let's see, right now it's saying incomplete machine casing. So as soon as I throw this on, it should be complete. Alright, why is it incomplete machine casing still? What the hell? What the hell? might be, see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, do I only have 6 of the, let's see. I might only have 6 of the other. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be good for the machine casing. We'll see when we give it power. It's possible that because I tried to do a design with it, that it doesn't like that. On the wiki, it shows it with this machine casing, the reinforced just being wrapped around in the middle, and then on the top and bottom, the standard. So we'll see. I was trying to give it a little bit better of a look. But, yeah. So, let's throw up our industrial electrolyzers as well. And those are going to go here, 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 and here. And we already have the wiring for that all done. Alright, so those are all set. And then in these little indentations, Corrales was suggesting that I put bushes and hide some lighting, which is interesting. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm still a little up in the air. I like it, but it makes me a little almost angry to look at all these different colors. It's like I'm a bull and I'm just getting, I know they say only red does, but it's just, oof, some pretty drastic. Still incomplete machine casing. That's bugging me. We'll see. We'll see. I'll play around with it. We still got to add power, nonetheless. Alright, so we have those in. We have our implosion compressor already here. This may get moved, and I may move that and build 2 other rooms on either sides over here. And this is, of course, to make the iridium plates. At least that's all I really use it for. Then I also made a second GregTech computer cube. And this is kind of like, I guess you could think of maybe similar to like the Thaumonomicon of GregTech. So it's a pretty neat thing. I don't know everything it can do. I haven't played with it much, but I believe here you're able to test out if you're to do like a nuclear reactor, and you can do different settings on it. Here, I don't even know what's up with these seed bags, but it can do some type of scanning with seed bags. Here you can get all your centrifuge recipes, and it'll tell you everything about it, how much EU it takes. So pretty neat. And of course, having the too many items helps out, but you know, for the recipes. But if you didn't have that, this would be especially important. Talks about the fusion reactor and the different recipes there, and this is what we're working up towards, guys. Probably get there in another week or 2. More about the fusion reactor, I believe. Yeah, and then all sorts of other information about all the other GregTech devices. So pretty neat, pretty neat. Now this is also interesting enough, player sensitive. So it remembers that I interacted with it, and for instance, if Hypno, since we're sharing this area, if he comes in, he's unable to interact with that. So for that reason, he'll probably end up getting his own. Now that, again, we already showed the recipe for. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to dig up and figure out what we're going to do about this whole power situation, and start to move some solar. I guess I could just move a couple solar panels for now. Let's see where this ends up going, taking us out. Alright, right on top, and you can see this is where I had the setup previously. So why don't we go through, grab all this nice wire. Alright, fly back up. And where's the new hole? Right here. Let's put our wire down. Alright, and for now I'm just going to put 1 solar panel. But we are going to move over today, close to all the rest of them. Alright, thank you. Let's cover this bad boy back up. I don't have any of the cool red, so we'll just use a brick for now. Fix that later. There we go. We have power. So it's going to take, of course, probably a day or 2 to fill that up. And look at all the ultimates we have now. I think we have 14, 15, something like that, and plenty of iridium to make more. But let's just go inside, make sure this is heating up, and we got to figure out how we're going to hide this. All right, there we go, getting power, and then coming down from the bottom side of it. Now, of course, we cannot use the fiber cable on this. We're going to have to use some new cable that we haven't used yet. So anyway, give me a moment to just get all my materials ready, and we will get working on this. Alright guys, I'm so sorry. I ranted on way too long about all this stuff, but just trying to catch up for the lack of the 2 episodes when I was doing most of this and I could spend more time on it. Anyway, so we have right now the A.E.S.U, Adjustable Energy Storage Unit, and we want to make it so that it's sending out the extreme voltage. So what we're going to do is then split that with an HV transformer. So this will change the voltage. Let me just get this turned around. All right. So now coming out of here, instead of the 2048 voltage, it's going to go and change it into packet sizes of 5. Whoa. What the heck happened there? Packet sizes of 512. So let's just bring this out here. Now I don't have to use these, what I'm about to do, but I want to, just so that I can better monitor it. So now it's going to be sending out 4 packets of 512. Let's see. I want to have a 1 to the side right there. And I want to be able to skip 1. In fact, I could skip 2. Let's try that. Let's go 1 further on each side. Alright, so now these should all be getting equal packets. Oh, that's not spaced out. Perfect. It's gonna bug me. Let's just fix it real quick. Alright, so it's not going to be perfectly well, I guess it will be symmetrical, but it's going to be skipping even more. Now, hopefully it's okay that I have them spaced this far apart. When I was doing some testing in creative, it did seem, even though it should go 40 spaces before it loses anything, I did notice sometimes things not powering evenly. Did that not lay down? I hate when it does that. Okay. Now hopefully this will be okay. Let's just see. Alright, not getting power, and that's because I'm sending... It doesn't have any power. Or does it? I don't know. Anyway, that should be okay. Let's just go up top and take a look to make sure. It also could be nighttime and it's getting little to no... Oh no, we set it to send out 0. That's why. That is why. So now we can up this to the 2048. There we go. Awesome. And that's only going off 1 solar panel. We'd probably need about 8 of them, 8 of the ultimates, to be able to be satisfied, but we have far more than that. Alright, awesome. So these are now all filling up, and hopefully they're not spaced too far apart. Again, I'm not sure why it did that, but anywho. Let me knock these down. And just so that it's easier for me to remember, we're going to keep this wire right here is to that one that's way far away. So let's turn this guy like that. We can just bring this power around. Ew, why is that? That's one higher. One higher. Okay. And I'll fix that later so it looks nice. That should be going around and powering that. Then this one is going to be coming out of here. It's going to be powering all of the industrial electrolyzers. bring this up, because we're going to build eventually a roof into here. I could probably bring it over sooner. Whoop. Again, from what I believe, I think this can go 40 before it loses power. So I'll count out to just before that. And even then, it's only going to lose a little bit of EU. And then I'll throw another MFSU to extend the current. This one here is going to go to these bad boys. Incomplete machine casing still. So this wire here is for the industrial grinder. Whoop. Doesn't like it when I set it up on the roof. Alright, I'll bring it over like that. I may end up changing it over to this side so it's more direct. And then this one will go to charge the industrial blast furnaces once we put them in. I think I'm just going to do 4 of those. For now, we'll leave that unpowered. Let's just see how this guy's doing. This one is now getting power here. Excellent. And once I hook this one up, if they're all using power, they should, like if I were to set up another A.E.S.U here and have them all go to it, when you look at it, it should, while it's charging, you see absolutely no change right there. It'll stay still because it's taking out exactly what it's getting by the same packet size and everything. Alright, so now let's go up and let's just, I guess, end things off with the industrial grinder because we're running low on time. I wanted to get more things in, but we'll do some of that next time, and then I want to do some soul shards. Alright, this is still red. That is not good. Not good at all. So I think we're going to have to change the machine casing so that it is just reinforced right here. Let's get our bucket. But anyway, I'm trying to think of other things that I missed from those episodes. Not this weekend, but this last weekend was my brother's wedding. Just got married, so that was pretty exciting. Got to see a lot of cousins that I hadn't seen in a really long time. I only have 3 cousins, so it's always great to get to see them. And they all have families and everything like that by now. And they're all older, but all from Illinois, so that was pretty cool. Got to meet a lot of my brother's girlfriend's family, which was neat. Got to go dancing. Had a lot of nice pictures. Maybe sometime I'll tweet out or something, some pictures from the wedding once we get those back. 7. Maybe could that be what it was? I'm supposed to have 8. Is there another one stuck in here? Oh, yeah, that should have been. Yeah, so we did have it right. Maybe you have to have it like this. That is interesting. Let me know in the comments if you know. I didn't think the GregTech mattered where you actually positioned the casing, but maybe it does matter. Alright, so where's... Oh, I have the bucket on me. So let's see what this says. And green light. Green light. Yeah. Alright, so let me throw this on, and I guess we'll end off like this. Let me show you why this is so important. So, if you take these guys right here, in particular, this is the Quicksilver, okay? And you then put that into a cell. You can do this in shapeless crafting. Boom, mercury cell. Okay. So if right here, I put in the mercury cell, and where is This one particular ore, I know you guys have seen it if you play. It's really not that uncommon. And it is called ferrous ore. There we go. Now also, I already unfortunately cooked up all the sheldonite in another video, which I don't have anymore. But that was pretty cool. Got a bunch of iridium and platinum from that. But this guy, basically with this, I'm pretty sure I can just put it in by itself. And it's kind of like a industrial macerator. Okay, if you put water in, you get a little better, but if you put in mercury, you get the absolute best. Now check this out. Put in that ferrous ore. It's pretty quick. You can't overclock it or anything, but you get 4 of them. Look at this. 3 nickel, which if you put it in a macerator, let's just see. You can just straight smelt it for 1 nickel. If you put it in a pulverizer, induction smelter, or a macerator, you get 2 nickel. If you put it in the pulverizer, 10% chance of a platinum dust. In the industrial grinder with water, you get 3 nickel, a small pile of platinum, small pile of copper, and you always get your cell back. You can actually pump water straight into this, which is what I will plan to do on most of them. And the rock crusher, 2 nickel, and 10% chance of tin dust. That sucks. But I'm not sure why it's not showing. This other industrial grinder recipe is, look at that. You put it in with the mercury, you get a straight up platinum, which is ridiculous. We are going to have platinum for freaking days. Look at this. So 1 for 1 platinum plus all the other stuff. And then the platinum, I can just throw, actually, let's do this in our new system. I forget that we even have this here. We can just throw the platinum in. And look at this. Come on, hurry up. Let's put in our facades while we're waiting. Boom. Comes right out. Now, platinum is an amazing ore. Amazing. Let's see here. Where the heck are you? Use. So pretty much anywhere where I could use an iridium and you'd have to use a plate and you get 4, I can do 1 for 1 for all of these stuff. I guess it's mostly just these 2 things. For the quantum tank, which is amazing too, that can hold up to, I think, 1 billion buckets or 1 billion millibuckets. Need it for the nano sabers, you know that's coming soon. But these guys in particular, almost all the GregTech recipes all use this. Superconductors, fusion reactors. So we are on our way, and this is what we're going to be building pretty soon, these fusion coils. Lightning rod, so much cool stuff. Quantum tank, quantum chest, charge-o-mat. I'm loving it. And with this platinum, we can get there because we have platinum, so much platinum. It is amazing. So anyway, guys, sorry for the ranting this episode. Let me know what you think of the base, what things that I could maybe improve with it. It's kind of annoying, these facades you can't do in every color brick. I would have rather have done it in something else than just the red, but I can't do it in the black. I can't do it in the marble. Yeah, so that's going to end up being what it looks like, but I still think it's pretty good considering how compact it is and everything like that. And then we have on each station our own little MFSU. Pretty cool. We didn't get to hide this yet today, so I'll play around with something to do with it. But yeah, and then we'll get our matter fabricator moved in, get another room over here, another room over there. I think it's coming together. Got some skylights. Got to do this on the rest of the roof. I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging it. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give a thumbs up because it does help me out quite a bit for getting better noticed on YouTube for my Minecraft. Make sure to leave a nice comment for me to read, and any of the questions I asked through the video, or things you think about the base. Let me know what you think about these colors, if I should knock out the knock out the white and just have it straight red or just black and red or any other colors. And yeah, as always, peace out.